ePIC by Paula Dukes-Brown. Just when I thought my life was going well, everything started to turn quicker than a stomach full of spoiled milk. I had everything a teenage girl could want. Parents who loved, spoiled, but didn't smother me. A boyfriend who couldn't get enough of me. And I was popular. And whatever mom and dad wouldn't buy me, my boyfriend Micah would. We're talking the hottest outfits, the latest Jordans, and the newest iPhone. And don't think for 1 minute that it stopped there, because he was always taking me out to eat in the most elegant restaurants. You could say I had what you call a rich relationship. So I know you're wondering, with all of that, what could possibly be so wrong? Well, let me tell you what happened. It was a Friday night, and it was thundering, lightning, and raining cats and dogs outside. The weather had me grounded, so I decided to watch movies and eat pizza. Micah texted me to come over because he didn't want to spend his Friday night alone. I pointed out to him that the weather was horrific and that no one should be traveling in that mess. But he seemed not to care about anything but what he wanted. He insisted, claiming that all he wanted to do was spend time with me, but I told him no. Before long, we were on the phone arguing back and forth. His male hormones must have been taking control of his good sense, because we argued for a while. Until he finally accepted that I just wasn't going to come over. But then just that fast, he began begging me to make it up to him by sending him some sexy pics. At first I doubted doing so, but then I thought to myself, he is my boyfriend. I love him and we're going to be together forever. I would do anything to keep him happy, and I know he would do the same for me. So I sent him the pictures. He didn't bother to send any back to me, but I was okay with that. Over the weekend, I noticed that he hadn't hit me up. I texted him, but I never really got a response back. I kept calling and calling him, and when he finally answered, he didn't sound so happy to hear from me. The conversation was unusually short and definitely weird. I decided to walk to his house, and when I got there, I saw him kissing another girl. My heart sunk into my stomach and I burst into tears. Things were definitely awkward in school the following week. We didn't even speak or make eye contact as we passed each other in the hallway. None of that mattered to me anymore, because I had begun to get the attention from so many other guys. Did they find out that I was finally single? Why was I the center of their attention? Each time I walked down the hall, all I saw was them group up and stare at me. They would whisper to each other, and I felt good about the attention until I began to notice that while they were whispering, they were also looking at their phones. By the middle of the week, even the girls were whispering, and I just had to know what was going on. What was so interesting? Then I came to my senses. No, I mean, he would never, would he? I started towards Micah's locker, but before I turned the last corner, I overheard his boys talking about a picture. Then my name came up, and my heart took the express elevator to the lower levels of my body, because right then I knew that the whole school knew what my body looked like, and there was nothing I could do about it. I'd lost all my respect for Micah and wanted to curse him out or do something much worse, like scratch up that precious car he loved so much. But while I'd lost my respect for him, he'd gained the respect of all the boys in school, and now no one respected me. I was sure of it. From that day on, I kept to myself, and I am still single to this very day. That was my junior year. It's now my senior year, and not much has changed because people are still talking. Prom is coming up fast, and I don't have a date because I'm afraid to ask anyone. Besides, who wants to go with me? I'm sure they all just think I'm a slut anyway. Maybe I'll just skip prom. I can't wait to go off to college so I can start a new life. Starting college in the summer is beginning to look better and better to me with each day that passes. My advice for everyone, especially teenagers, don't ruin your life by giving in to someone you think you love. Look at me. The love lasted just under a year, but for all I know, those pictures could and probably will be out there for a lifetime. Before, I was popular for all the right reasons. Now, I'm just popular for one, the wrong one. And the worst part is, I don't even know what made Micah betray me.